What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and for today I wanted to share my thoughts with you guys on the updated patch notes for update 4.0, which now includes the uniform bonuses. And I gotta say, I am absolutely disappointed, just like the majority of you guys are, because these bonuses for a lot of these uniforms are absolutely terrible, and that actually really sucks because a lot of us have been waiting in anticipation for this thing, hoping that since Netmarble left them out of the original patch notes that they were going to change some of them, and from the looks of it, pretty much nothing has changed. So unless all of these uniforms are coming to the game with 3 brand new amazing skills, you don't have to worry so much if you don't have a lot of crystals to spend this update, because you're not going to be buying all of them, because believe me, from the looks of it, they don't all look really good and game changing, especially freaking Captain America, guys. Looking at the uniform bonus here, his uniform looks like, even though he has two shields, guys, his uniform looks like it's not even going to be as tanky as the Marvel Now uniform that we currently have in the game that only has 1 shield. Tell me how that makes any sense, guys. The Marvel Now uniform for Captain America makes it so that every 7 seconds, he has a 45% chance to be immune to all damage for 3 seconds. This uniform right here, which is supposed to be stronger, like at least defensively, because he has 2 shields, is weaker defensively because he's gonna have to wait 20 seconds in between using that 3-second immunity. That's absolutely terrible, absolutely terrible. I have never seen this before, where Netmarble actually goes backwards in the form of a uniform bonus. So I'm really hoping that the cooldown time here is wrong, because this doesn't make any sense whatsoever. At the very least, they should have kept it the exact same as the Marvel Now uniform and then just played around with his skill, because not only are they making it so that he's less tanky with this uniform that has 2 shields. I keep saying 2 shields because if you have 2 shields, that's 2 times the amount of defense that you're supposed to have, right? Because if the man with 1 shield is basically a freaking armored tank, you give him 2 shields and he's somehow less safe? Doesn't make any sense. And on top of that, they're removing the guard break from his valor skill. That makes no sense to me. So you're removing his ability to guard break the enemy, and you're making it so that he's less tanky. That's like, doesn't make any sense to me. Captain America is known for his ability to take a beating, so unless he has a ton of freaking iframe in his kit, or they make it so that he's more immune with his other skills to make up for this, probably not gonna get this uniform for Cap. It doesn't look good. I have to see the skill changes before I can decide and finalize my thoughts, because I'm not gonna spend more crystals on a Captain America uniform that's less tanky than the Marvel Now one. I don't even have the Marvel Now one, but this uniform bonus is basically the same thing that I have on the Winter Soldier uniform for the man. So this is just terrible, absolutely terrible, and I hope that this is wrong. Black Widow, same deal. Black Widow's uniform bonus is virtually the same as the uniforms that she had prior, but they made it worse than the Civil War uniform because they actually took away her paralysis effect and gave her 10% dodge. This is absolutely terrible in my opinion. The paralysis effect is pretty much the only crowd control that she has in her kit, and this was one of the main reasons why I wanted to buy the Civil War uniform. So I was expecting them to at least keep that and give her a couple more iframes to make her a little bit more tanky, because that's the only real issue that Black Widow has. She has respectable damage, so keeping her alive is truly all I need out of her, and it looks like they're gonna take away her 1 skill that is able to CC the enemy. So that's a really terrible change there. Once again, this uniform looks like it's going backwards instead of going forwards. Not really sure what's going on with Netmarble, and once again, I'm really hoping that these freaking details are wrong, or the characters are getting a lot of freaking iframes to make up for this, because otherwise, just giving Black Widow blonde hair is not going to be enough to sell me on this uniform. I love Scarlett Johansson, but nah, like this is a miss for me. And freaking Bucky, just like I freaking thought, guys, this guy, once again, is going to get shitted on. 3 uniforms, and this is a big miss for me. Uniform bonus is absolute crap. All he's getting is 5 freaking % all defense and super armor. That's it. That is freaking disgusting, guys. That is absolutely disgusting. I don't even want to look at this. I'm probably not going to buy that. And they're probably going to make it so that you have to buy it if you want to get a CTP. That's probably what they're going to do. That is freaking disgusting, and they can miss me with that. Iron Man's uniform, however, is probably one of the better ones from this update because it gives him a survivability boost, which is what he desperately needs, to be honest with you. And I'm really hoping he gets at least 3 or 4 new skill changes, giving him some new iframes, because to be honest, Iron Man does a lot of flying, and you guys already know that flying in this game equals iframes in most cases. Okay, that's really good. He gets super armor, all defense, so he basically gets something similar to what Bucky gets, but way more. And on top of that, they make it so that his 4-star passive precision aim gives him 10% more energy attack. That's really, really good there. Spider-Man, one of the uniforms I'm really looking forward to in this update, actually gets a better uniform bonus than he had previously. This right here is also a miss for me. Really, really sad because I was looking forward to the Iron Spider uniform, but the fact that they're giving it a 10-second cooldown with a 35% chance from attacking when Spidey desperately needs that attack buff means that they really have to bump up his base damage in this uniform. Otherwise, this is also going to be a miss for me. Another one that is freaking, oh my goodness, guys. Thor. Not only is Thor's eye mystically back, don't know why, maybe by the end of Infinity Wars, we'll know, but Thor's eye is back and his uniform bonus is the exact same as Ragnarok. So unless he has unbelievable survivability or damage in this uniform, they're gonna have to miss me with this because, to be honest, it doesn't make any sense to me at all. Okay, definitely doesn't make any sense to me. And another one that doesn't make any sense to me is Groot. The only change they made right here that I can see is that they made it so that Groot looks like it's pretty much 420 all the time for him. And on top of that, they gave him ignore defense instead of dodge. That's it. Really gonna have to see how this uniform stacks up to Baby Groot, like I've been telling you guys. Otherwise, this is also going to be a miss for me. The uniform that I've been really looking forward to in this update, just like the rest of you guys, is actually the big man, Thanos. Main thing I'm looking forward to though, skill changes. Uniform bonus is honestly the best uniform bonus from this entire thing. The one that I am most definitely going to buy day one for sure. As soon as the update drops, I'm getting this Thanos uniform. Even if the skill changes are exactly the same as Secret Wars, is good enough because what it's going to do is make it so that when you put him in timeline battle, he has 50% more damage reduction against the top characters there. So the Jean Greys, the Quicksilvers, the Adam Warlocks, the Scarlet Witches, you name it. Like when you take a look at the timeline roster, like the Miguel O'Hara's, the Spider-Mans, when you look at the timeline roster carefully, you will see that the first, I would say, 8 or 9 characters that get used pretty much religiously are heroes. And this guy right here takes 30% less damage from characters that are hero types. And on top of that, he's getting the exact same 20% that he already had from the Secret Wars. Obviously, as you guys can see, they spelled damage wrong here, but it is what it is. The 4-star passive on Thanos is also being changed to being exactly what it is with Secret Wars. So when he's attacking, he'll heal. So Thanos is going to become even more tanky than ever before in this uniform. Definitely one that I'm picking up day one for sure. Now, when it comes to Proxima, virtually what they're doing here is making it so that her tier 2 passive is better. And when she's attacking, there's going to be a 50% chance for her to penetrate barrier, shield, damage, immunity, all that good stuff. But what I want to know here is, as you guys can see, they didn't say anything about her shock effect or the stuns. So what is going to happen here? Are they going to take away her ability to stun lock the enemy and give her 20% more? Because that right there, I don't know how I feel about that trade-off. Because of the fact that you're actually going to be taking away one of the very few things that you can use to keep Proxima alive. So unless Proxima is getting a Gardener kit or multiple different iframes to replace the fact that she's going to be losing the stuns, I'm not a fan of that. So I'm probably not going to get this uniform unless she gets a way to keep herself alive, because a 20% buff to her chance, which, to be honest, Proxima's freaking 5 skill, once you hit that, it's virtually 100% chance to penetrate anything. Like the amount of hits behind that skill, that 20%, you're not going to notice it on that skill. And that's pretty much the main skill for Proxima's kit. Everyone just literally hits that skill and everyone else drops dead. No matter how tanky you are, with or without this uniform, Proxima is still going to be a top tier killer in terms of putting out the most amount of DPS. As you guys can see right here, they're making it so that instead of reducing the enemy's all speed, she's going to reduce their defenses, making it so that she deals more damage as well. Corvus is probably the second uniform I'm going to pick up right after Thanos, and that is because the only thing that Corvus needs in this game right now is more DPS, and as you guys can see right here, it's going to 15% increase to physical attack, which is going to be good. On top of that, he's going to get a 15% increase to damage against hero types, and this is definitely going to push him up the ladder as one of the best characters in the game. Right now, I would say when it comes to the Black Order, the only ones you want to ever use in PvP is Thanos and Corvus, and with this uniform, he definitely becomes better in PvP. So when it comes to these uniforms, I'm definitely going to pick up Corvus and Thanos day one. After that, I really have to see the skill changes on all of these uniforms. Otherwise, I don't know which one I'm going to pick up. As much as I want to pick up Captain America and play him with 2 shields, he doesn't seem as tanky, and every other character on this list, like besides Iron Man looks like he's gonna be decent because this is on a 3-second cooldown. But even Spider-Man, like the attack bump is good and something that Spidey needs, but the 10-second cooldown and a 35% activation rate just doesn't cut it for me. But I don't want to keep you guys too long. Let me know what your thoughts are on these uniform bonuses. Probably the worst set of uniform bonuses I've seen in a very long time, and hopefully they actually come to this game and all of this stuff for the most part is wrong and it's significantly better than it seems, because I'm actually really disappointed. I'm hoping that if these things are as bad as they seem, people don't just buy them for the sake of buying them, because generally, if you're just gonna buy the thing anyways, Netmarble is not gonna do anything to address the problem. So for me, if these uniforms are terrible, as much as I love the characters, I'm not gonna spend my crystals on them, and hopefully by holding out, they'll go back and fix this, okay? Fix this. But that's it for this one, man. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Peace out.